Once again, I'm Hank Guess, and I'm honored to be the mayor for the city of Hickory. I want to thank you for joining us this evening as we celebrate the grand opening of the City Walk, the first completed segment of the Hickory Trail. I would like to, first of all, recognize our members of the Hickory City Council that are here with us this evening. Tony Wood from Ward 1, Charlotte Williams from Ward 2, Danny Seaver from Ward 3, David Williams from Ward 4, David Zagaroli from Ward 5, Jill Patton from Ward 6, and also we have with us tonight also our former mayor, Mr. Jeff Klein. He's with us here as well this evening. We also have many city staff here who have worked diligently on our bond program and the City Walk project, including our city manager, Mr. Warren Wood, deputy city manager, Mr. Rodney Miller, our assistant city manager, Mr. Rick Beasley, our executive assistant manager, Ms. Yade Fox, and our public works director, Mr. Steve Miller. And of course, we would not be here today without the support of the Hickory community and our guidance from our Bond Implementation Commission. The City Walk is a monumental, transformative project for the city of Hickory. When we set out to revitalize our city several years ago, we had a vision of what our city could be and how it could grow. Collectively, the Hickory community, the City Council, our management and staff have been working towards crafting that vision since that time. The City Walk was one of those projects we identified early on as one that had the power to enhance the quality of life in Hickory and bring our community together by connecting great destinations throughout our city. Today, the City Walk provides bicycle and pedestrian connectivity from Lenoir-Rhyne University through our renovated downtown to 9th Street Northwest, and soon this path will extend in several different directions throughout our city to make the 10-mile multi-use path known as the Hickory Trail. Over the past few months, we have been excited to see the City Walk take shape and come to life as it has been enjoyed by the community, residents of 1 North Center out walking their dogs, families riding bikes along the trail, and friends and neighbors enjoying an early morning or a late evening jog. In fact, we may be in their way here shortly. We're excited to see City Walk continue to be enjoyed by residents and visitors and encourage economic development along its path. There are a lot of people who contributed to making this project happen, and I'd like to take a moment just to thank a few of those. Special thanks to Wood Engineering, who designed the City Walk project, and local contractor Neil Grading and Construction Company for bringing those plans to fruition. We also express our thanks to Freeze Nichols, who managed the bond program and these projects through the entire process. We also want to sincerely thank the North Carolina Department of Transportation for their partnership and financial support of the project through a grant. And we would be remiss if we didn't thank Norfolk Southern Railroad as well for their cooperation. I want to thank my fellow members of the Hickory City Council and the members of the Bond Commission for their support, leadership, and dedication to the project. And at this time, on behalf of the City Walk Subcommittee, I would like to invite Frank Young up to share a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. For those of you that know me, you know that I've been waiting for this day and dreaming of this day for 7 or 8 years. I was a part of a group of people that came together back in 2014 to try to get the bond referendum passed. Fortunately, it passed, and then in the spring of 2015, we created the Bond Implementation Commission. At that point, I was appointed to be on the commission, and then they asked me to be the chair of the City Walk Subcommittee. Since then, it's been a whirlwind, but it's been an absolute delight. Let me put on my glasses here. In fact, in my dream, we always had champagne. Where's champagne? Is it legal? Okay. So we were charged with being the voice of the community. And so our job was to take the concept to design and then ultimately to fruition, which is where we are today, thank goodness. We worked alongside with the staff, the designers, the contractors, and ultimately made those recommendations to City Council. To my knowledge, I don't think City Council made many adjustments, maybe a few minor tweaks. But the City Walk is only one piece of this project, and I think it's a crucial piece to Hickory's revitalization. And it's definitely working. I've had a lot of people say, well, I hope it works, and is it working? Look around. The downtown area is 100% revitalized. It is thriving. Business is good. The new buildings coming up, One North Center, Hickory Crossing. There's many more to come, by the way. So stay tuned. Now I want to pass it along to our chair of the Bond Commission and my very good friend, Burke Wyatt. Thank you.
I'm glad everybody's here tonight. This is beautiful weather for December the 16th. I mean, Rudy would have been very proud. So, the City Walk is the first segment of the Hickory Trail to be completed and opened, and that's exciting news for all of us. Over the next few weeks, you will see the finishing touches put on the City Walk, including wayfinding signage, historical markers along the path. So when you stroll down City Walk, I hope you'll stop and read the markers and learn about the rich history of Hickory and the various historical landmarks connected to this trail. Like Frank mentioned, the City Walk and the future Hickory Trail segments are already generating the desired outcomes of connectivity and economic development. And no doubt this is one of many more ribbon cuttings to come to celebrate Hickory's bond program. All bond and bond-related projects are either completed, under design, or under construction, and that is terrific for our town. Thanks to the city leaders for acknowledging the need to invest in the amenities like the City Walk to improve Hickory and the Hickory community. Now let's cut the ribbon for the official opening of the City Walk for Hickory.
Bit of instruction. We want to give everybody an opportunity to be a part of this. So the way this is going to work is we're going to have the council and the staff to be part of the ribbon cut. And of course, Donna. We're going to do that right now, and we'll ask everyone else, the Bond Commission, everybody, if we can get some folks behind us back there on the roadway to our left and everywhere. We want to have as many folks as a part of this as we can possibly get. Everybody's invited to participate. So give us just a few minutes to get that set up. And at 5:30, I want everybody to stay because this is not the end. Once we cut the ribbon, at 5:30, we're going to have another special little ceremony right here to be able to dedicate and name the bridge. And we want you to certainly stay around and be here for that. So we're going to do this, and then at 5:30, we'll commence with the naming of the bridge. Okay? Look at Dan. All right. All right, we're gonna cut this ribbon to officially open the City Walk. 3, 2, 1. Yeah!
Y'all like the special effects from the fire department? Yeah, that's great. All right, tonight we gather for a very special dedication of an iconic structure to one of Hickory's beloved leaders. When we were designing City Walk, we wanted to have a project to have a unique focal point, something special to Hickory and something specific to Hickory. The 127 pedestrian bridge provided an opportunity for a highly visible structure that could be a recognizable landmark, not only for City Walk, but for the city of Hickory. We worked with our engineers at Wood to create a double helix design. Western Wood Structures crafted the structure out of Douglas fir, and a local contractor, Neil Grading and Construction, built the beautiful installment that you see rising behind us here above the City Walk path and Highway 127. The bridge is a one-of-a-kind structure. There's no place on earth that has a wooden structure exactly like this. That is why we call it the iconic bridge. That's why we want to dedicate the bridge to a very special person. At this time, I'd like to invite Hank Gass to come up for the naming and dedication of the Rudy Wright Bridge.
Once again, I'm honored to be here and to stand here today with our elected officials. But before I go there, I want to just mention a couple other people. Our House Representative, Mr. Jay Adams, is with us here this evening as well. Our county manager, who, when we started these projects and had an instrumental part in everything that's been done with City Walk, and he was here from the beginning, Mr. Mick Berry. He's here in the audience with us somewhere also, so I want to recognize Mr. Berry.
Back over there.
Okay, Mr. Berry, he's there. And also, we have two former city council members that are here with us this evening. Miss Sally Fox is here in the audience with us, and also Mr. Bruce Meissner, he's here with us. And both of those, of course, have always been instrumental in helping us to promote the city of Hickory, so we certainly want to recognize them as well. Our city manager, our staff, our citizen, and Rudy's wife, Donna, of course. Donna, there's just not any words, and I'm just so glad that you're able to be here with us this evening. Donna's family, of course, was invited, and with this being the holiday season, they weren't able to be here this evening, but Donna's certainly here with us. So we want to dedicate and name this bridge the Rudy Wright Bridge after our late mayor, Rudy Wright, who served as the mayor of Hickory for 16 years. When we look back over the years at the Hickory Trail projects and them coming to fruition, we would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge that Rudy Wright was one of the biggest advocates of these projects. He knew that City Walk and the rest of the trail would bring economic development opportunities to the city of Hickory. As we look out over this beautiful bridge, we see Transportation Insight in the background. This is just one of the many companies that have invested in Hickory, knowing that this City Walk and the entire Hickory Trail was being built. Rudy was right. R-I-G-H-T. He knew that to bring people and to keep people in Hickory, the city needed to invest in the bond projects. He, along with the city council, city staff, did the research with the Inspiring Spaces Plan and Committee, which led to the development of the $40 million bond referendum and the bond commission. He was an advocate for the bonds, supporting Boost Hickory campaign from the very beginning. Rudy always said that these bonds would be doubled, and he was right on that assumption as well. The $40 million bonds more than doubled in grants to help build these projects. I wish I had time to list all of Rudy's accomplishments while he was our mayor. To name just a few, he was a legislative advocate for the state and federal items. He was a member of and led many organizations and projects throughout his tenure. He was one of the founding members of the North Carolina Metropolitan Mayors Coalition. He believed in and supported the Project Catawba Coalition, One of his passions was bringing Zara Baker All Children's Playground to life, as well as the tree house and the splash pad. And we know that he would be so proud to see the City Walk and this amazing, iconic Hickory structure completed. To name this bridge after Rudy is fitting. For generations to come, citizens and visitors of Hickory will pass by this bridge and structure and remember Mayor Rudy Wright for his passion and love of Hickory. I know I speak on behalf of many people when I say that we will never forget his instrumental accomplishments, his passion and determination, but most of all, we will never forget all of his love for Hickory. We are proud to name and dedicate this bridge as the Rudy Wright Bridge. Now, but before we're going to unveil, we've got a plaque on this side of the bridge, on the west side of the bridge and on the east side of the bridge. We're going to unveil that plaque in just a few minutes. I'm going to ask Donna to assist me in doing that. But Donna has asked if she could say a few words before we do that. So Donna is going to come up and she has a few words she would like to say. Then we're going to, myself and her, we're going to unveil the plaque. And then after that, we're going to light up the bridge for Rudy. And when we light up the bridge for Rudy, we want as many of you as possible to be on the bridge, behind the bridge, around the bridge. We want everybody to be up there when we light up the bridge for Rudy for the first time. Yeah, don't be under the bridge. But let's, Donna, I'm going to turn it over to you right now, and we just appreciate so much you being here.
I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you all for being here. It's such a warm feeling to look out and see all these friends here, and it just means so much to me. And I just hate that Rudy wasn't here to see it, and I really do. So, but thank you all so much for being here.
All right.